Hello everyone, welcome to my food ingredient substitution project for FNH 200. So, the food that I decided to go with, or the drink that I decided to go with, was hot chocolate. Reason why? I love it. Um, Another reason why, it's also very popular. I drink it a lot during the winter months, and I'm sure most of you do as well. So, what ingredient did I decide to substitute it with? I decided to go with the milk for oat milk. Why oat milk? The reason why I decided to do oat milk, the main reason was for lactose intolerance. Um, People that are lactose intolerant lack the enzyme lactase to digest lactose that is regular occurring in dairy milk. Some of these people include myself. So, some of my expectations for the dairy milk versus the oat milk hot chocolate is that the oat milk will be less sweet and less rich compared to the dairy milk, which I think will be more sweet and more rich. Alright, so here are all the ingredients I used, and I will also go over them again when I explain the steps to make the hot chocolate. So the first thing that I did was add 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips to each cup for the unsweetened oat milk and the regular 2% dairy milk. I then added 1 tablespoon of regular table sugar to each cup as well. The next thing I did was I added 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder to each cup as well. So the next thing that I did was I added a little bit of hot water from my espresso machine into both cups, just so I can mix both of the dry mixtures up in each of the cups to make sure that they're fully incorporated when I add in the milk. I made sure to mix them thoroughly so I didn't have any large clumps and there wasn't a change in texture for each of them. So the next thing I did was I measured out exactly 1 cup of unsweetened oat milk, and then I also added 1 cup of regular dairy milk for each of the cups. I then transferred it into my steaming cup, and then I went ahead and steamed them. So when I was steaming them, I was just steaming them until they were hot to the touch and I couldn't hold on to the steaming cup anymore. I made sure it was around the same time, so there wasn't that big of a difference in the temperature. I then added the milk into the cups, and I repeated the same thing for the oat milk. When taking my first look at the comparison between the both, you can see that there's more air in the left cup, which is the oat milk, and less in the right cup, which is the dairy milk. Alright, so in front of you are 2 cups of hot chocolate. Just taste both, and then just let me know the difference.
Okay.
How does it taste?
This one's way sweeter.
A lot sweeter?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, yeah, so one of them has oat milk in it, and then one of them has regular 2% milk in it. That's pretty much it. Do you like one better than the other?
This one.
That one?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not as sweet as this one.
Okay. Alright, sounds good, thanks. So, based on my younger cousin's taste test and mine as well, we both found that the oat milk was a lot less sweet compared to the dairy milk. It was also not as rich compared to the dairy milk, and it also had more air, as you can see in the video. One other thing, that it was a lot lighter and easier to drink compared to the dairy milk. that was more sweet, more rich, and had less air and felt a little heavier. So, based on the findings and the taste test, me and my younger cousin both found that the oat milk was less sweet, more airy, and overall just easier to drink and more enjoyable experience. It was likely less sweet due to the oat milk being unsweetened, and also compared to the dairy milk just had natural lactose inside of the milk. So to wrap everything up, oat milk is definitely a viable option in replacement for dairy milk when making hot chocolate. You would probably like oat milk better than dairy milk in your hot chocolate if you're lactose intolerant, you like your hot chocolate less sweet, and you prefer it to be just less rich. So for further consideration, you would be able to use oat milk with pretty much any other beverage that has original dairy milk in it. For example, like coffee. You would also be able to replace oat milk for other plant-based milks such as almond milk or soy milk. Thank you.